Hello everybody. My name's Laura. I design digital scrapbook kits and junk journal ephemera and all kinds of digital artwork. I'm also a flatwork artist, oil painting and acrylics and watercolor and just about everything else. Um, this is my very first video, so I'm a little bit nervous. um, I've never really taught anybody by nobody being here, how to do something. But anyway, I have made these seed packet images, like for the front of the seed packets, and I made some for garden vegetables and also some for flowers, and they just turned out so pretty. And my friend Christy Lewis, from Crafty by Christy, she made a video with some of the things that she did with them, and they just turned out wonderful. So I just wanted to make a video and kind of show you how I wanted to put these together, and I hope you enjoy it. And please forgive me if I'm a little odd, because like I said, I'm pretty nervous. Anyway, there's 4 pages, which is 24 pieces, 6 on each page, of each kit. This is the vegetable garden kit, or vegetable seeds kit, and it's called Vintage Seed Packets. And this is the first one that I designed. There's 4 pages. This one has watermelon, lettuce, carrot, giant carrot, green squash, radishes, and eggplants. And the first one, of course, it had celery, sweet onions, 2 different sweet onions, because I just couldn't decide which one I liked better, so I put them both in there. Cucumber, 2 celeries, of course, because then again, I liked them both. Pumpkin. So there's the first 2 pages, and then third page is sweet corn, red cabbage, green cabbage, broccoli, asparagus, and another smaller cucumbers. And then there's red bell peppers, orange bell peppers, another sweet corn, different design, Lewis tomatoes, yellow bell peppers, and sugar beets. So then the flowers, I don't need to go through all the naming and stuff, but you can see, I mean, they just turned out so pretty. I'm really happy with them. I love the pink. Of course, you can see I love pink, but I don't know which one's my favorite. I love orange too. So I just love them all. I love beautiful colors. So I hope I'm spending enough time where you can kind of see what all's in here as far as the images for the front of the packets. This one here, I know Christy kind of covered it, but it says Sweet Sadie, Forget Me Not, and she was my fur baby, and she lived to be 19 and a half years old. She was a German Shepherd, and I had her before I had any children or anything. I have one son. He's 18 now. But anyway, she was my baby, and I used to call her TaterBear, and that's where my website name came from. So, but that one's kind of dedicated to her. It's not meant to be sad. It's supposed to be happy. But I love Forget Me Nots, and I just put that on there. So anyway, and then echinacea, purple cone flowers, love those. Daisies and sunflowers. A lot of these, like Christie's Cosmos and Lewis Gardens. I just wanted to do something fun, for my friend Christy. So I put some of her stuff in there. I already cut this one out, but each kit also comes with a page that has 2 envelopes on it. So when you print it, you get 2 envelopes instead of just wasting the paper for 1 envelope. And if you can print it print all of them the same size. That way that they'll fit perfectly. Let me find one that I already cut out. So the little image, which actually there's a little diagram there that shows you that your image needs to go up this way. But they fit exactly right in that little square as long as you print them out, you know, just print them out the way you print out anything else, just they'd be the same size. If you want to do smaller packets, you know, like the image be like this size or whatever, you can probably print 2 pages to 1 page. And so they'd be like, you know, half the size, and that would be really, really neat to make little bitty ones. But anyway, you do get a page in each kit with 2 envelopes on it, and then hopefully easy to follow instructions on how to fold it, but I'm going to show you how to do that anyway. So move these out of the way. Okay, so like I said, this is the top. Now, of course, you're going to want to ink and all that stuff. I mean, probably. So I designed them so that the paper looks kind of wrinkly, which I like to just wrinkle it anyway. And then I take the high points and I just lightly go over with whatever I have on my ink pad, because I don't want it to be real dark. I just want a little bit of ink on there just to kind of accentuate the folds and creases and things. You don't have to press real hard, or you can press real hard or ink it up some more and put a little more on there. Then I'll definitely go around all the edges. These edges, the way I folded it doesn't really show, but I just do it anyway just to make sure it's done. And then after we fold it, we'll ink the edges of the actual packet. And I know you've seen millions of people inking and stuff and folding and all that, but anyway. So, okay, so to start, you want to fold this tab, and there's a little line there. You just fold it straight across, and that's your top flap. And then both of your side flaps. Kind of helps sometimes if you take a ruler and put it right to where you want to fold it at, and then just kind of gently press that up, and then there's your fold, and it's nice and straight. And it does help me because I kind of have an OCD about things being straight. Hey, Christy always laughs at me because I gotta have it that way, and it drives me nuts if something's not straight. So, yeah. Anyway, that's my pet peeve, I guess. Now, see, there's a line there. I can see it just fine, so that doesn't bother me. But there we go. So the packet's folded. Now on one of them, I made this one out of ledger paper, just kind of a vintage ledger paper. It's nothing special. And then I cropped out the little thumb notch, and I thought that looked real cute because this covers it up just fine. And this is a 2-inch, I think it's a 2-inch, yeah, oval punch. If you don't have this, you can always use a circle punch, just a regular circle punch, a square punch, a scallop punch, whatever you want, or just cut it out with your scissors. Just make a little notch. I really like the way that looks, so I want to go ahead and put it on here, try to center it with my lines. There we go. And then, of course, ink that up before I get it glued together, because otherwise it'll be harder. And then also, I want to take some tea dye. Of course, I'm inking the edges with Vintage Photo, but I want to take the tea dye Distress and kind of get rid of some of this white that's going to show up here. I don't really want that to be so white. And then also ink the inside where the inside of the packet's going to show. Fold that, give that just a little bit there. It just looks so much better. Alright. We'll take our glue. Got these little tips from Amazon. They are knitting needle tips, and you get a pack of several of them. I think it was like $5 or something. But they're pretty cool because I have so much problems with that sticking that needle back in there. Okay, so we got top ink, and then we want to fold this up. This is the way I do it, but you can also fold these in first. I just like the way this looks because my seed packets that I have, the real ones, they, goodness, I got ink stuff all over me. The little flaps are glued on the outside, so that's how I'm doing this. A little too much glue there. But just make sure I get it up around the edges. A little more there. I'll take some of that off. Okay. And then just, of course, just fold it in. Let it sit. This is reptile glue. Grab the bottom. It's very, very similar to art glitter glue, but this is reptile glue. This is what I like. This one. I like the art glitter glue as well. Like I said, they're very, very similar. I don't know which one I prefer better. They're really, really similar. And also the reptile glue, they will not ship in winter time. So it's probably pretty much the same thing. Or same formula or whatever. Very similar formulas. Okay, so we got our packet all glued. And then let's get the edges done. Got a little more, just the edges there, just to make it a little more fancy. Put that back on. Okay, and let's see, let's do this one. Okay, so again, I want to crumble that up and get the mountain creases covered just a little bit, just to make it look old and worn, you know, grungy, whatever you want to call it. Okay, see, it just looks so cool. And do the edges. I won't spend too much time on that, but now, okay, make sure, get right up next to that edge, little clump there. Just a little bit, just real close to that edge, that way the label doesn't peel off. Or peel up, I should say. It's definitely not going to peel off. Alright, that's plenty of glue. And then you just match it up with the little lines, the little frame that's on there, and glue it down. Put that away. And see, it just turned out, it just looks so cute. I think they're adorable. And then see, that's not all white. You could even put a liner in here. Definitely, you can decorate the back. This one I folded the flap forward, and this is on a little pre-made envelope. But yeah, you can definitely decorate more on the front if you want. You know, put some little labels or stamp on the edges or stamp over it if you want. But yeah, do some stamping or whatever. This here, I made that with several different stamps. It's actually that one right there. This one's just a little bit lighter, but I made all these different little labels. So I just put one of those on there. I thought that looked pretty good. And then those are Tim Holtz Curator set. That's what those are from. And then I made this. So I just thought it just looks really, really good. I love the sound of that bag. And these are, I got these from Amazon, and they're just little bags that are about 4 by 6, I think. Yeah, I think they're 4 by 6. So, and then, you know, you'll fold over however far you want. And then, you know, then you can stick this in a pocket somewhere. You can put lots of ephemera stuff in it, or a little surprise, or a written note, or whatever. I think they're adorable. And I made these out of the white little pre-made envelopes. I tea dyed these, and those, I think those would look fantastic with the labels on. So yeah, I might have to make some like that. Also, I wanted to show you, if you want to, well, you can also take, should have showed you before I cut this out or folded it together, but when you cut one of these envelopes out, just cut it out, and then you can use that as your template on packing paper or book page or vellum or whatever you want, and you know, your label will fit right on there. So I think that about does it, and I hope that you enjoyed the video. Like I said, I'm sorry I'm so nervous, but these are, I'll have the link in my description. Both the sets are available on my website, which is TaterBear.com. I hope you enjoy them. It's small scale commercial use. As long as you print them out and make something with them, you can sell that. You can put them in junk journals that you sell, put them on greeting cards, you know, whatever you want. But the digital files cannot be sold anywhere. And it's only used for you, for when you download it. I know Christy covered on there. You'll get the download. As soon as you download that, then you have another 24 hours before that download link expires. If something happens to your hard drive next week or next year or whatever, and you need to re-download it, then you'll just get a new link to the file to download it. You don't have to purchase it again. So anyway, I just wanted to cover that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys again soon. Thank you for spending time with me.